Good evening, 8th graders, you may take your seat. Good evening, parents, friends, and special guests. My name is Diane Fox, and I am the proud assistant principal of Hampton Bays Middle School. Welcome to our 2021 8th grade Moving Up ceremony. It is a wonderful and beautiful evening to be under this great tent. Let's all take a moment to pause, recognize, and be grateful for this special night that we get to be all together in person and outdoors. Before we begin, allow me to address a few housekeeping items. Please note, by the order of the Southampton Town Code Enforcement, all aisleways must remain clear as a safe passage in the unlikely event of an emergency. Please take notice of our school safety team under the direction of Executive Director for Educational Services, Mr. Eric Ferraro, this evening. We appreciate your cooperation with any special requests they make to ensure your safety and comfort during tonight's ceremony. By New York State law, there is no smoking permitted here anywhere on school grounds. At this time, please silence all electronic communication devices. Restrooms are available in the high school. We look forward to recognizing all students tonight in this year's ceremony, whether in person or joining us via our program on our Hampton Bays YouTube page. At the conclusion of tonight's ceremony, families should visit the table outside the tent where celebratory student lawn signs are available for each of our students to take home and display outside your homes. At this time, I will ask everyone to please stand as we proudly introduce the American Legion Hand Aldridge Post number 924 to present the colors.
Detail, halt, left or right face, present, arms.
Please remain standing. It is my pleasure to introduce Yusuf Petreras, the 2021 recipient of the Hampton-based Middle School Valedictory Award. Yusuf will lead us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the harmonizers, under the direction of Mr. Thomas Loomis, to lead us in the performance of our national anthem. Yusuf, if you can please come to the podium. Harmonizers, if you will please take your place on stage.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Yusuf, one of our academic student leaders of this year's 8th grade class, and thank you to the harmonizers for that wonderful performance. Please remain standing as we honor the members of the American Legion Hand Aldridge Post number 924. Color guard, please retire the colors.
Rifleman, right shoulder, arm. Left or right face. Forward, mark.
At this time, it is with great pleasure that I introduce our Hampton Bays Middle School principal, Mr. Dennis Shug. Please enjoy the evening. You may take your seats.
Good evening. Welcome family, friends, and special guests. It is my pleasure to serve as principal of Hampton Bays Middle School, and tonight for us to celebrate a milestone in your children's lives together. Let's hear it for our middle school harmonizers again and tonight's honorees, future leaders. Future leaders and future Hampton Bays High School class of 2025. I'd like to also welcome special guests here with us this evening. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Clemenson. Board of Education Trustee, Ms. Colhane. Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Carlson and Mr. Pagano. And Executive Director for Educational Services, Mr. Ferraro. And in the audience, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Luce, the father of one of our 8th graders being honored here tonight. Director of Health, Physical Education and Athletics, Mr. Walker. And now one more round of applause for the members of our American Legion Hand Aldridge Post 924. Welcome also the outstanding HBMS faculty and staff who help with our students' success every day. So I'd like to take a moment this evening to connect with our 8th grade students and families. First, I'm going to ask family members in the audience to use your eyes and look for someone in the audience and make eye contact. Smile at one another. Wink, blow a kiss, wave, show one another how proud a moment this is for all of us. We did this together. Kids, your parents helped get you here. Parents, your kids have shown amazing resilience, especially in the last 15 months. Kids, I want to take you back to a time for a moment, November 2019. We overcame fear, homesickness, and lack of sleep. And we realized how much we're capable of on our Frost Valley trip. Team activities, meals together, we had fun in and out of the cabins and enjoyed s'mores by the fire. And we challenged ourselves to try new things we thought were beyond our capabilities. Little did we realize this would be upstaged in March through June of last school year, and would pick up again in September. Words like remote, hybrid, cohort, and social distancing became part of our everyday vocabulary. Even our daily announcements included reminders of the 4 W's. Our view of school and learning and even life at school and at home looked and felt different than ever before. Being 12 turning 13 or 13 turning 14 years old can also be tough. But on top of the challenges that come with change, kids, you found a way and are making your way through it. You demonstrated patience, empathy, understanding for yourselves and others. You've discovered your resilient spirit, that power that every adolescent has, and you navigated, managed, and thrived this school year. Each day we pledge our commitments at HBMS about making safe choices, about respecting ourselves, one another, and our school, and about doing our jobs. Remember this message, because like Frost Valley and our experiences in the last 15 months, staying focused on what matters will keep us strong, HB strong, in fact. Now look to the future. First, summer, then high school, and then life as young adults. I will close with this, a thought that you've read on the marquee or heard me say. It helps me stay focused on becoming my personal best, especially in challenging times. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Whether you learned your life lesson on the giant swing in Frost Valley, while juggling hybrid learning, or in everyday life as a middle schooler at HBMS, you know the importance of the comeback and what it takes for the comeback to be greater than the setback. It is the comeback that defines us, the character that's built and will define your personal success. Thank you for making our days at Hampton Bays Middle School great. We will miss you, and we wish you all the best in the future. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our 8th grade co-advisors, Mr. Singh and Ms. Griffin.
As co-advisors to Hampton Bays Schools class of 2025, Mr. Singh and I had the awesome opportunity to get to know this exceptional group of 8th graders. This year, the class of 2025 was met with very unique circumstances. Many events that were traditionally planned for the 8th grade class had to be rescheduled, adjusted, or canceled altogether. For the first time in history, these students had to experience part of 7th and 8th grade remotely from their homes. They were unable to experience many of the great things Hampton Bays Middle School had to offer, but luckily were able to have our first ever summer games last week. Students had the chance to play sports outside and even enjoy shaved ice and a barbecue. Students and teachers both had a great time, and it was great being able to see 8th graders being 8th graders, as if it were a normal year. This year they've shown us their perseverance, tenacity, and adaptability, qualities that are sure to be met with success in their future.
We know there is a bright future in store for each and every one of you. At the high school, you will find many new activities, clubs, and classes for you all to explore. Please take advantage of every opportunity available to you. Stay active in school. Find your favorite elective classes. Always keep your academics a priority. And try not to get distracted by little things. Be your best self, even if no one is watching. So again, congratulations to our 8th grade class. You made it through middle school. Good luck in high school, and thanks for a great year. At this time, we invite our HBMS school counselors, Mrs. De Silva and Mrs. Sinclair, to join us at the podium as we begin our formal recognition of each member of this year's 8th grade class. Will Superintendent Clemenson and Principal Sugg please also join us at the podium? Will the host of the first row please rise?
Good evening. We will now begin with our presentation of certificates. Emily Acevedo. Emily's most memorable moment during middle school was going to Frost Valley because of all the fun activities there were to do with friends. Her advice to a new middle school student is to pay attention during class, make your own notes, and don't push yourself to be the smartest student. Just do your best.
Aurelie Aguilar Ramos. Aurelie's dreams after middle school and high school is to explore the world. Her advice to a new middle school student is, do your work so you can enjoy time with your friends and relax sooner.
Gavin Aldridge. Gavin's favorite topic this year was social studies. His dream after school is to have 2 careers, a real estate agent and a restaurant owner.
Olivia Allen. Olivia's dream after middle school and high school is to study interior design and musical arts. Her advice to a new middle school student is take advantage of all the mental, physical, and academic help that is offered to you because it will prove to be extremely helpful.
Charlie Al-Serene. Charlie's dream after school is to become a real estate agent. His advice to a new middle school student is to pay attention, do your work, and surround yourself with good people.
Vallecidos. Karen's most memorable moment this year was making slime in science class. Her dream after school is to go to college and get a degree.
Kelly Amagan. Kelly's most memorable moment was being able to play for the soccer team and learning leadership qualities. Her favorite book this year was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee.
Can be dizzy.
Marilyn Arias. Marilyn's favorite book this year was Incantation by Alice Hoffman. Her dream after school is to go to college and draw anime and cartoons.
John Arias Leon. John's most memorable moment was when he made the soccer team. His dream after school is to become an architectural engineer.
Edgar Armino Pintado. Edgar's most memorable moment at HBMS is making new friends. His advice to a new middle school student is, in order to be successful, you must listen, study, and not give up when things get hard.
Ariana Arroyo. Ariana's favorite genre to read is horror. Her advice to a new middle school student is to actually study and do your work. It will make everything easier.
Alexandra Avendano. Alexandra's most memorable moment this year was music in the parks. Her dream after school is to become an actress and performer.
Brianna Avendana. Brianna's most memorable moment in middle school was joining an all-boys sport. Her dream after school is to become a pilot or work for the CIA.
Alexa Bahamondes. Alexa's most memorable moment at HBMS was making new friends while playing softball. Her dream after school is to go to SUNY Cortland and become a teacher.
Gabriella Baird. Gabriella's favorite topic this year was living environment. Her advice to a new middle school student is to make sure you pay attention in class.
Justin Barreto. Justin's most memorable moment at HBMS was going to the Museum of Natural History. His dream after school is to go to college and pursue a career in medicine.
Ronald Rosario Sanchez. Ronald's favorite book was The Boy in Striped Pajamas because it was interesting. His most memorable moment was being in Miss Prado's class.
Valerie Bennett. Valerie's most memorable moment at HBMS was AYB. Her dream after school is to go to college and get a law degree.
Alex Bermudez. Alex's favorite subject this year was history. His dream after school is to pursue a career in law.
Natalia Bernhardt. Natalia's most memorable moment at HBMS was the Halloween dance. Her dream after school is to become a programmer and artist.
Tyler Besh. Tyler's favorite class this year was technology. His dream after school is to be a zookeeper for exotic animals.
Camilo Betancourt. Camilo's favorite subject this year was gym. He also enjoyed going outside and doing station activities during math.
The last kid came from my side.
Dino Blanco Jr. Dino enjoyed learning about Greek mythology with Mrs. Otadi. His dream after school is to become a mechanic.
Kevin Blas Ramirez. Kevin's most memorable moment was playing tennis with Miss Bishop. His dream after school is to pursue a career in the medical field.
Kevin Bonilla. Kevin's favorite class this year was living environment. His dream after school is to do well in college.
Duvan Bonilla Lopez. Duvan's favorite topic to learn about this year was World War II. His advice to a new middle school student is to focus on your work and take everything with a grain of salt.
Lloyd Booth. Lloyd's favorite subject this year was social studies. His favorite book was To Kill a Mockingbird.
Julia Brandy. Julia's favorite class this year was algebra. Her dream after school is to go to her dream college, Baylor University, and pursue a career in law.
Moses Bravo Urbano. Moses' favorite topic this year was social studies with Mr. Liano. After school, Moses hopes to become an artist.
David Cabrera Rodriguez. David's dream after school is to be successful in a career. His advice to a new middle school student is to try your hardest in school and don't forget to take some time to relax. Your teachers are there to help.
Giancarlo Galante. Giancarlo's most memorable moment at HPMS is all the fun activities at Frost Valley. His advice to a new middle school student is don't slack off during classes. It might not seem like it matters during class, but you'll regret it later.
Giovanni Salieka Garcia. Giovanni's favorite activities this year were during gym class. He also enjoyed learning about the past and social studies with Mr. Dulo.
Giselle Campos. Giselle's favorite subject in middle school was math. Her dream after school is to travel the world as a photographer or a lawyer.
Diego Capedan. Diego's most memorable moment this year was getting to play football. His dream after school is to be an entrepreneur and start his own business.
Luis Cardenas Dubon. Luis's favorite book this year was To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. His dream after school is to be a doctor or work with medicine.
Gabriela Cardenas Rivera. Gabriela's most memorable moment at HPMS was the Frost Valley trip. Her advice to a new middle school student is do your work on time.
Juan Cazares. Juan's favorite subject to learn about middle school was social studies. His advice to a new middle school student is never give up, be confident, and be yourself.
Alejandro Ceballos. Student is to go into town with your friends. You will have the best memories there. His dream after school is to become a doctor.
Nathan Chikijian. Nathan's most memorable activities at HBMS were playing sports. His advice to a new middle school student is study and stay on top of your work.
Audrey Chilinginga. Audrey's advice to a new middle school student is pay attention and try not to overthink everything. Her dream after school is to study art.
Denise Cherboga. Denise's most memorable moment this year was getting accepted into the NJHS. Her dream after school is to go to college in California and study architecture.
Anthony Choi Vasquez. Anthony's most memorable moment at HBMS is going to good ground. His advice to a new middle school student is be a good student and listen to the teachers.
Jennifer Chenier. Jennifer's advice to a new student is ask your teachers for help. They will always lead you in the right direction. Her dream after school is to get a good paying job.
enjoys reading the Walking Dead series. His dream after school is to go to a decent college with his best friend, start a business, or work at a corporate office.
Taylor Clark. Taylor's favorite book from this year was A Long Walk to Water. His most memorable moments was meeting up with friends at recess.
Christopher Clinton. Christopher's dream after school is to pursue a career in the medical field. His advice to a new middle school student is don't slack off or be lazy while completing work, because if you do, you will have too many assignments due and not enough time to complete them.
Yusuf Petreras. Yusuf's favorite class this year was algebra with Miss Griffin. Her dream after school is to attend college at UCLA, travel the world, and live in Paris.
Alexandra Correa Castro. Alexandra's favorite series is The Vampire Diaries. Her advice to a new middle school student is try to be good for teachers, don't start problems with anyone, get good grades, and be a good person.
Larry Kutale Otoa. Larry's favorite class this year were math and living environment. His most memorable moment was having fun with his friends at the 8th grade field day.
Belen Cusco Ramirez. Belen's dream is to own her own business one day. Her advice to a new middle school student is just be yourself and don't let people put you down for being smart.
Svetlana Datsik. Svetlana's most memorable moment from middle school was having fun with friends at the Halloween dance. Her dream after school is to be a musician or artist.
Layla DeRosa. Layla's favorite series is Harry Potter. Her advice to a new middle school student is pay attention. You miss out on so much if you're not paying attention.
Nathan Donahue. Nathan's most memorable experience was playing football. His dream after school is to be a professional baseball player.
Jocelyn Espinoza Gonzalez. Jocelyn's favorite topic is Greek mythology. Her advice to a new middle school student is middle school will go so fast, so make the most of it and be the best you that you can be.
Derek Fajardo. Derek's most memorable moment was making slime in his Dietrich's class. His dream after school is to host a reality TV show.
Daniel Feliciano Gonzalez. Daniel's favorite topic this year was living environment. His favorite book is Percy Jackson.
Harold Fernandez. Harold's favorite subject this year was social studies. His advice to a new middle school student is be productive. You can't just show up to school. You need to be sure you do the work too.
David Fernandez. David's favorite book is Millionaire Mindset by Paul J. Stanley. His advice to a new middle school student is a quote from Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. No matter what you are trying to accomplish, don't give up. Just work until a dream becomes a reality.
Jamie Franco Ramos. Jamie's favorite subject was English with Miss Prada. Her advice to a new middle school student, do your work and don't wait until the last minute to get it done.
Haley Franco Rojas. Haley's dream after school is to become a detective or work for the CIA. Her advice to a new middle school student is, be a nice and open-minded person. Try your hardest to hand in work on time so you don't fall behind.
Sophia Galvin. Sophia's favorite subject this year was math with Miss Griffin. Her advice is don't give up on yourself and don't stress over a bad grade.
Valeria Gamboa. Valeria's most memorable moment at HBMS was music at Six Flags. Her dream after school is to travel the world with friends and attend Columbia University.
Manny Garcia. Manny's dream after high school is to go to Stanford University and travel the U.S. making YouTube videos. His advice is don't take everything so seriously. You will make some of your favorite memories in high school.
Justin Garcia Cano. Moments this year, we're doing experiments in science class. His dream after school is to become a veterinarian and save animals.
Valentina Geraldo. Valentina's most memorable moment this year was competing with her class in an educational games like Book It, Kahoot, and Quizzes. Her advice is don't forget to try new things and join new clubs.
Dave Gomez Henao. Dave's favorite subject this year was science. His dream after school is to go to college to get his PhD in psychology and start his own practice.
Idas Gonzalez Aguirre. Idas's favorite book was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Advice to a new middle school student is to focus on your studies.
Gustavo Gonzalez Flores. Gustavo's dream after school is to have his own business or become a veterinarian. His advice to a new middle school student is do your homework, your classwork, and pay attention. You will be successful.
Michelle Gonzalez Hernandez. Michelle enjoyed learning about natural selection this year in science. Her most memorable moment was 8th grade field day.
Liam Rebinger. Liam's favorite class this year was living environment with Mrs. Keenan. His dream after school is to become a police officer.
Zion Gutierrez Tyler. Zion's favorite subject this year was social studies with Mr. Singh. His dream after school is to go to college for athletics.
Cyrus Gutierrez Tyler. Cyrus's most memorable moment at HBMS was meeting new people at Frost Valley. His dream after school is to go and participate in college athletics and become a professional cricket player.
Noah Halfmeiser. Noah's dream after school is to become a veterinarian. His advice is keep pushing through the year and don't let things bring you down.
Braden Havens. Braden's favorite subject this year was living environment with his teachers. His most memorable moment in middle school is playing football with his team.
Juan Anau. Juan's favorite book this year was The Outsiders. His dream after school is to go to college to become an FBI agent.
Rosalind become a lawyer or a surgeon.
Ryan Jaramillo. Ryan's most memorable moment was receiving the Rising to the Challenge Award. His dream after school is to major in computer science and become a computer engineer.
Andrea Hari. Andrea's favorite class was algebra with Ms. Griffin. Her dream after school is to become a veterinarian.
Jack Kiernan. Jack's favorite class this year was ELA with Miss Mills. He enjoyed reading The Outsiders and hopes to one day become a life coach.
Ian Huffner. His advice to a new middle school student is always speak up and ask questions. Don't be scared to go talk to a teacher and ask for extra help if you need it. They will help you.
Travis Langsdorf. Travis's favorite subject this year was PE. His most memorable moment was joining track and field with Ms. Fagari.
Damien Lara. Damien's favorite class this year was Hatch. He enjoyed reading Minecraft, The Island by Max Brooks.
Jessica Lazo Del Cid. Jessica's advice to a middle school student: ask your teachers for help. They will always lead you in the right direction. Her dream after school is to be successful in her job.
Yoni Leva Fox. Yoni's favorite classes this year were ELA and social studies because the books read were interesting and he enjoyed learning about the past. His favorite book was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Giovanni Leon Ochoa. Giovanni's favorite class this year was living environment. His advice: do not fall behind. Try your best to keep up with your work.
Emilio Gerena Garzon. Emilio's favorite class this year was English with Ms. Prado. His dream after school is to go into the police academy and become a police officer.
Eric Loja Garzon. Eric's favorite class this year was math with Miss Griffin and Miss Mauer. His dream after school is to live in New York City.
Emily Londono. Emily's advice to a new middle school student is to don't procrastinate. Don't be afraid to speak up about something you're passionate about and be yourself. The opinions of others don't define you. Her dream for the future is to be successful entrepreneur and actress.
Kevin Landano Puerta. Kevin's favorite subject this year was science. His dream after school is to play for a professional soccer team.
Jacqueline Lopez. Jacqueline's favorite topic this year was the function of DNA in living environment. Her favorite book she read was The Circuit.
Esther Lopez Corneo. Esther's most memorable moment was Ross Valley, as well as band and chorus concerts. It made her nervous, but then happy. Her advice to a new student: commit to doing well. It will give you so many more opportunities.
Nicolas Lopez Garcia. Nicolas' favorite topic this year was learning about the environment and science. His advice to a new middle school student dream is be responsible and behave in school.
Raul Lopez Ramirez. Raul's favorite topic this year was learning about World War II and history. His advice, don't save everything for the last minute.
Gianluca Lopez Torpanda. Gianluca's favorite subject this year was math. His dream after school is to start working to start making money.
Matthew Luce. Matthew's most memorable moment is camping, hunting, and hiking in Montana. His dream after school is to become an F1 engineer.
Jacqueline Luna. Jacqueline's favorite topic this year was World War II with Mr. Safe. Her favorite book was Forget Me Not because it helped her broaden how she perceives people.
Victoria Madison. Victoria's favorite book is The Great Gatsby by Scott F. Fitzgerald. Her favorite class was algebra. Her advice, don't obsess over your grades, just do your best.
Tristan Mafia. Tristan's most memorable moment at HBMS were all the field trips. His advice to a new middle school student is try your best and just be yourself.
Veronica Marin. Veronica's most memorable moments at HBMS were playing sports with her friends. Her favorite class this year was Living Environment.
Christian Martinez. Christian's favorite class this year was Living Environment with Miss Hatta. His dream after school is to go to college and become an epidemiologist.
Hector Martinez. Hector's most memorable moments at HBMS were the activities at school while students were at Ross Valley. His dream after school is to become a professional soccer player.
Miguel Martinez. Miguel's favorite topic this year was World War I and social studies. His advice to a new middle school student is try your best and don't stress out about the little things.
Yadira Martinez Soledad. Yadira's favorite book this year was The Outsider. Her advice to a new middle school student is do your best, try your best, and put forth your best effort.
Angela Macapanza Morante. Angela's favorite book was The Boy in Striped Pajamas. His dream after school is to continue to study and learn new things he likes to learn.
Chelo Messina. Chelo's favorite topic to learn about this year was the Korean War because his grandpa served in that war. His most memorable moment was performing and making friends at the West Hampton Beach Performing Arts Center.
Linda Mora. Linda's most memorable activity since being at HBMS has been her time at the HB Public Library. Her dream after school is to work in visual arts.
Mauro Gonzalez Jr. Mauro's most memorable moment of middle school is keeping with the same friend group throughout the year. His dream after school is to go to college, start a mechanic shop in multiple states.
Adriana Navarro Ginny. Adriana's advice to a new middle school student is always ask for help when you need it. Your friends, teachers, and counselors are there to support you.
Fiona Nielsen. Fiona's favorite book is Every Day by David Leviathan. Her dream after school is to become an FBI agent.
Liam O'Gara. Liam's most memorable moment was bowling with Mr. Tega. His dreams after school was to go to college and open his own
Sophia Oliveira. Sophia's most memorable moment this year was seeing all of her friends again at summer games.
David Oriana. David's favorite class this year was math. His dream after school is to become a software engineer.
Bella Orlando. Bella's favorite subject has been math. Her advice to a new middle school student is, don't procrastinate. It will always stress you out if you do.
Isabel Hospitale. Isabel's most memorable moment was making new friends by playing sports. Her dream after school is to attend college and become an animator.
Julianne Palmer. Julianne's favorite class this year was math. Her dream after school is to go to Duke University to become a heart surgeon.
Oscar Pena. Oscar's favorite class this year was science and social studies. After school, he would like to build his own restaurant, join the Air Force as a pilot, or become a stockbroker.
Liam Panacchia. Liam's favorite class this year was U.S. history. His dream after school is to own his own mechanic shop.
Asha Pensa Johnson. Asha's favorite memory was making a routine with friends to It's a Hard Knock Life from the musical Annie. Her dream after school is to live in the city and become a doctor.
Valentina Pereira Ramirez. Valentina's dream after school is to open her own architectural company. Her advice to a new middle school student is stay on top of your assignment and don't wait until the last minute to make up missed work. Prioritize school and take care of your mental health.
Angel Perez. Angel's memorable moment was his first day at HBMS as a new student. His dreams after school are to go to a good college and become a mechanical engineer.
Carlos Perez Alonso. Carlos's most memorable moment was Cross Valley. His advice to a new middle school student is enjoy middle school and try not to stress.
Maria Abril Perez Gonzalez. Maria's favorite classes this year were science and English. Her dream after school is to become a scientist.
Freddie Perez Leon. Freddie's most memorable moment was playing Bookit to review what was taught. His favorite book was The Boy in Striped Pajamas because it was interesting.
Megan Peterson. Megan's favorite class this year was social studies, and she really enjoyed reading Adam Silvera's book, Infinity Sun. Her advice to a new middle school student is do your work, find something you enjoy doing, and find a good group of friends.
Diana Ihala Alvarez. Diana's favorite book this year was The Outsider by S.E. Hampton. Her advice to a new middle school student is be yourself. Not everyone will like you, but your friends will like you for who you are.
Derek Quiroz Montero. Derek's most memorable moment was playing soccer with friends and playing Bookit on the Chromebook. His favorite book was Destroying the Boy in Striped Pajamas because it was interesting.
Alexandra Ramirez Aquino. Alexandra enjoyed going to workshops to build things during Saturday. Her most memorable moment was being reunited with her friends after school this year.
Kaya Rayner. Kaya's dreams after school include going to college and traveling to Greece, Hawaii, Italy, and Australia. Her advice to new middle school students is be yourself and don't change for others. If you want to be successful in middle school, you should get involved with sports, clubs, and any other after-school activities.
Christina Reddington. Christina's favorite thing about this year was learning about the Great Depression and reading To Kill a Mockingbird. Her dream after school is to go to an art college and have a career in illustration.
Angelina Reyes Garcia. Angelina's favorite class this year was math. Her advice to a new student is don't slack off, respect your teachers because disrespecting them doesn't make you funny or cool, and stay out of trouble.
Edward Reyes Lopez. Edward's most memorable moments at HUMS were school sports like soccer and track and field. His favorite book from this year was To Kill a Mockingbird with Mrs. Epstein.
Abraham Rivera. Abraham's most memorable moment was coming to Hampton Bays in the middle of the school year and making new friends.
Justin Rivera Pineda. Justin's most memorable moment was the field trips to New York City. His favorite books are by James Patterson because his book's main characters remind him of himself.
Ashley Rodriguez. Ashley's favorite topic this year was the periodic table. Her dream after school is to be a chef in a restaurant chain.
Anjali Rodriguez Diaz. Anjali enjoyed learning about World War I and World War II with Mr. Singh. Her favorite books are about history.
Jocelyn Rojas. Jocelyn's favorite topic this year she learned was solving equations in math. Her dream after school is to be a beautician and open her own salon.
Alan Rojas. Alan's favorite class this year was music. His dream after school is to do landscaping with his dad. Reading To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee because it showed how we have evolved over the years as a human race. Christopher Rowland. Kristen's favorite class this year was math because it feels great to successfully complete a difficult problem. He enjoys reading dystopian literature.
Camilo Salazar Barrera. Camilo's most memorable moment in middle school was playing baseball. His advice to a new middle school student is try your best and get good grades.
Franklin Salinas Diaz. Franklin's dream after school is to go to Penn State or Albany or college. His advice to a new middle school student is be organized of both your time and your schoolwork.
Bianca Sanchez. Bianca's favorite book this year was The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton because it shows that if you're lucky enough, you get to have friends who become family. Her dream after school is to study cosmetology, go to college, and own her own beauty salon.
Kiri Sanchez. Kiri's favorite class this year was science. Her dream after school is to become a cardiologist, neurosurgeon, or therapist. She wants to make sure that all people have a doctor that fits.
Jorge Sanchez. Jorge's favorite class this year was math. His dream after school is to work in road construction.
Adrian Santamaria Alvarez. Adrian's favorite topic this year was evolution and science. Adrian's advice to a new middle school student is don't let the work overwhelm you and try to make quality ground.
Perla Sarmiento Morales. Perla's favorite class this year was art because it allowed her to be creative and express herself. Her advice to a middle school student is stay focused on your work, pay attention, but also have fun.
Jonathan Fleming. Jonathan's dream after school is to have his own business. His advice to a new middle school student is make sure to study, do your homework, and have fun. Liliana Schmidt. Liliana Martin's favorite book is The Maze Runner. His advice to a new middle school student is pay attention and have fun.
Matthew Scott. Matthew's favorite class this year was social studies. His advice to a new middle school student is do your homework, kids.
Nicole Scarani. Nicole's favorite class was math because she had an amazing teacher. Because of this, she realized that she wants to pursue a career in math. She hopes to get into Stony College for engineering and play volleyball.
Matthew Seifert. Matthew's favorite topic this year was World War II. His dream after school is to go to college and play football.
Daphne Shakira. Daphne's favorite book is On Blood Road by Steve Watkins. Her dream after school is to go to college to become a marine biologist.
Jessica Sakira. Jessica's favorite class this year was living environment. Her advice to a new middle school student is put in your best effort even if no one is watching because people will notice and it will pay off in the end.
Clinton Seymour. Clinton's most memorable moment this year was joining different sports teams and making new friends. His advice to a new middle school student is always try your hardest.
Seamus Smith. Seamus' favorite class this year was living environment. His dreams after school is to go to college, study business, and open his own business.
Diana's favorite class this year was living environment. Her dream after school is to go to college to become a therapist or psychologist.
Eden Spellman. Eden's dream after school is to go to college to become a lawyer and a defense attorney. Her advice to a new middle school student is have a schedule and routine because it's extremely important. Always have your days planned out and organized ahead of time.
Sophia Parisi Wallace. Sophia's most memorable activity was the holiday dance with her friends. Her advice to a new middle school student is do your work, be happy, do what you want, and keep your hopes high.
Carlos Tayul Montepique. Carlos's advice to a new middle school student is take care of yourself first and finish all of your schoolwork.
Fatima Trujillo Pineda. Fatima's favorite book is The Running Man by Stephen King. Her advice for a new middle school student is have fun and don't be too tough on yourself.
Candace Beck. Candace's favorite subject this year was math. Someday she hopes to become an accountant. Her advice to a new middle school student is just be yourself.
Giovanni Sestimel. Giovanni's favorite class this year was English. After school, Giovanni hopes to become a lawyer.
Jesus Uceda Velasquez. Jesus' favorite class this year was social studies. His dream after school is to be a professional soccer player.
Brianna Mariba Orion. Brianna's favorite book in middle school was Percy Jackson's Lightning Thief. After school, she hopes to become a therapist.
Angel Valverde Lopez. Angel's favorite topic this year was causes and effects of war and social studies. His dream after school is to be a detective.
Jose Vargas Campo. Jose's favorite class this year was ELA, the best business. Jose's dream after school is getting his mom a green card by getting a good paying job as a mechanic.
Kaylee Valecella Villa. Kaylee's most memorable moment was participating in cheer because she has unforgettable memories with teachers and classmates. Her advice to a new middle school student is to be responsible and respect others. Never forget that anything is possible.
Ashley Velez Hernandez. Ashley's most memorable moments were the community outings where she had time to spend with her friends and have fun with teachers. Ashley's dream after school is to work with her mom and help her with her business.
Have fun and don't worry about what people think of you. Middle school doesn't last forever.
Josue Fatima Alberta. Josue's favorite topic was the Old Board and Social Studies with Mr. Giovanni. Josue's dream after school is to go to college and become a tech engineer.
Cole Wilson. Even if you think it's a dumb question, you're probably helping someone that is wondering the same thing.
Safa Wittenhagen. It was fun, and Mr. Willow made it interesting. Safa's advice to the middle school student is keep studying. Even if you don't think you need to, you should.
Dahlia Dane. Her advice to a new middle school student is to work hard and never give up your dreams because someday they might come true.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Clemenson.
Are you all happy to be here together tonight? It's been a tough 15 months. It's been a challenge for our kids. It's been a challenge at home. There have been challenges that we have seen, and there have been many challenges that we haven't seen in our homes and in our community. But when you listen to what our advisors and counselors read tonight, don't you feel good? Don't you feel hopeful? Don't you feel like our kids will grow into adults who have a bright future and will make a bright future? Let's have a round of applause for our interns. What a special addition to the ceremony to hear the middle school experience through the eyes of each of our graduates. I want to thank all of you, boys and girls, for being honest and sharing your wisdom, sharing your favorite moments from Hampton Bays Middle School. And friends, as we heard tonight, man, there was a lot of good that came out of the middle school experience. We had COVID. We had a challenge. Day by day, we will be looking at that in the rearview mirror, and we'll remind ourselves tonight that we are under this tent not because of a challenging year, but because of 4 years of accumulated experiences and hard work by the young men and women under this tent. So we say congratulations to you. You came in here as 8th graders. You're going to leave as 9th graders in the class of 2025 and be welcomed to this building next door. On behalf of your faculty members, your Board of Education, amazing faculty who are seated beside you, and the parents and family members behind you, 8th graders, let's have a round of applause for everyone in this tent who has helped you. So here's the challenge. We have 2 things to do tonight. One, we just spent time looking back on 4 years at Hampton Bays Middle School. Now is the challenge. As you leave the tent and prepare to go to this building here to your left, you need to think about how you will leave it better than you found it. How you will graduate in 4 years better than you are today. On Saturday morning, we're going to stand under this tent and say the same things to the class of 2021. They are going to leave the four walls of Hampton Bays and continue to better themselves, and they'll be better on Saturday than they were last year and the year before. That is your goal. Before you get to the commencement tent in 4 years from now, in this very spot, you have one last stop, Hampton Bays High School. You need to figure out what you love, and you need to figure out what you're good at. And then you're going to pursue those things like crazy. You're going to take every class you can. You're going to follow the advice of so many of our students today that said, get involved, look to your teachers, support your classmates, and I promise you, if you take that advice in 4 years, you're going to graduate proud and ready to succeed. Because when you're from Hampton Bays, you really can do anything that you set your mind to. You can meet any of those goals that we just heard tonight. The answer is going to be different for each of you. We heard that tonight. We have architects and engineers and entrepreneurs and kids who want to work with their hands, kids who want to be surgeons and lawyers and teachers. You can do any of those things when you leave the four walls of Hampton Bays schools. Amen. Moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas, I know you'll tell us that the last 9 years went like the blink of an eye, and the last 15 months sure did too. My challenge to you, as you become parents at Hampton Bays High School, stay involved, stay supportive, and keep the lines of communication open, because our job together is to make sure that we're back here together in 4 years celebrating these young people as a class of 2025. On behalf of the Board of Education and the entire Hampton Bays School District, we congratulate each of you 8th graders as you've earned the right to sit in this tent, and you've earned the right to leave this tent as Hampton Bays High Schoolers. Congratulations to each of you. Have a great summer. One bit of housekeeping. We have lost car keys from the shuttle for a Toyota, so check your purse, check your pocket. If you don't have it, we do. Mr. Shug, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shug, our middle school principal.
Students, congratulations. Thank you for a memorable 4 years, and best wishes in your future endeavors. You will certainly be missed, but we know you will make us proud. We look forward to great things from all of you. At this time, it is my honor to officially acknowledge and recognize tonight's honorees. For the Hampton Bays Middle School class of 2021, the Hampton Bays High School class of 2025, please rise.